Well, good evening. We're starting with a weather impact alert as more monsoon storms are moving towards the valley. Thanks for joining us for 12 News at 6. I'm Mark Curtis.
And I'm Kariba Devine. Just an hour ago, dust was rolling into the valley. You're looking at some video here from Sky 12 showing that cloud of dust. Now that dust bringing some hazy skies for commuters across the valley. One of our photojournalists capturing this video of some hazy skies here in downtown Phoenix.
And with more storms possible tonight, neighborhoods are in cleanup mode after last night's storms. This is some video from Tempe earlier today where a tree, as you can see, came crashing down on the block wall and two vintage motorcycles, leaving debris all over the backyard.
I was in my house, in my son's room, and I heard hail hitting his window. I thought the window was going to break because of the hail. My daughter comes out of her room asking me, "Is that hail?" And I said, "Yes, it is." And as soon as I said that, the power went out. My husband heard a loud noise. And so he came, he looked outside and saw that this tree had fallen.
Wow. Fortunately, no one was hurt and the house itself wasn't damaged, but boy, those vintage bikes.
Yes, one of my biggest fears is a tree coming down. Well, let's get over to meteorologist Lindsay Riley. And Lindsay, will we see some storms as bad as what we saw last night?
It's looking less likely now. Now, if we do see some thunderstorms over the lower deserts, they will be heavy rain producers, and the potential for some very localized flooding will exist for tonight. But overall, the coverage of storms will not be very impressive. Looks like the storms that we had last night plus the cloud cover that we had today kind of hurt the development of some of the storms that we had this afternoon. About an hour ago, we did have some storms out toward Gila Bend and the I-8 that actually helped kick up some dust during the 4 and 5 o'clock hours. But as you can see now, skies are pretty quiet now. We do have the cloud cover, but in terms of storms, not much happening over the lower deserts. Now, further to the north, we've just seen some light rain along the rim and out toward the White Mountains. A little bit of activity across the Navajo Nation, nothing severe, but we have been seeing a lot of thunderstorm activity. This is where the radar is the most active today, out in Mojave County once again, particularly out near Lake Havasu. These storms are slowly moving southeastward, so if you're watching us from the Wickenburg area and even parts of Yavapai County, we still could have an active evening in those areas. What's helping fuel some of these storms today is the help from the tropical storm, what was tropical storm Lorena. But any storms over the lower deserts could help produce new ones with outflow boundaries. But what hurt us for the widespread coverage of storms tonight is the fact that pretty much everyone in the valley did get some rain last night. So our atmosphere is a little bit overworked. Plus, we have the cloud cover that stuck around most of the day and the cooler temperatures today. So that kind of inhibits storm development. We still have more storm chances tomorrow, and I'll have more on that in my full forecast. Mark?
All right, Linz, thanks.